Right, another new video. It's a Sunday morning and I'm on the lookout for Bronze Age burial cairns. I've come up the Bogie Road, taken a right, come up to you, and so we're going to head this way across the old ancient trackway. It's about half a mile the first lot of cairns, and then it's about a mile and a half away another lot of cairns. So we're going to go and see if we can find any other cairns on the travels. So let's off we go. Right, we're following this track. You can see now where it goes on and then it goes up that mountainside. Here's the video I done the other day with the 5 burial cairns in the one field there. To the left, loads of wild horses this morning. Is it Cumtaff Barguide or Cumtaff railway workings over there? But we're going to head this way. Like I said, it's supposed to be an ancient road. It's probably Roman. You can see some metal in. I don't know who that is, the road. But you can see how they've tarmacked on top of the road, which was already here like. Right, just come up the first hill and we're overlooking Pentrabath down there. And just come across this feature. I don't know what it is. Anyone got any idea? Looks like it could be possibly a little bit of ruins. But we're gonna head, once you get to be to the left up there. Right, just come down and this is what documented as a pillow mound. Absolutely massive, it is a mound. Here seems to be the bottom of it. There was another pillow mound, a cross-shaped mound, up on the mountain over there by the old barber stocks. Evergridell or Brynagridell, I can't remember which one he was now, off the top of my head. And I was, I can't remember, that was quite a big one, if I remember right. But yeah, there's the mound as you can see. Looks like it's come to the bottom of where I'm standing here now. And you got all plough lines going our way in. But you see, just stops here. Right, just come up a second, a little bit of hill. And look at this, opens up. And where you can see a path going up the mountain up there. I think that's where we're heading to the top of. And the more burial cairns are overlooking troedyrhiw on top of that over there. But on the way this way somewhere there should be a few cairns. Right, they've only come a little bit and I think we got our first cairn. This is not on any maps, it's not documenting anything, but you can see the large slabs here. There's a circle but there, I don't know what that is. Natural. And you got all this little bumpy field. There's our first cairn. Look there. So look from the other side. Yeah, you got more stones as well. So that's it from our angle. Looks pretty blank around here. Over this side. There's your first cairn. I said look over here. Looks like a possible another one. Yeah, there's another possible cairn or roundhouse. You can see the bank going on there, on the back of the stone. Like I said, this one's not on any map either. Rest of the field looks pretty blank. Go a little look. Right, see that's probably a roundhouse. Like I say, got some more wood in here, with massive stone, but it looks like a bit of entranceway by there. You got a few old stones around here. But I'd say that's more of a stone house than a round stone house than a burial cairn. Could be wrong though. Just walking on now, I notice all the ground is flat, and you got another dugout here. So another possible, if you look at it, another possible roundhouse perhaps. See the way it's dug out, a bit of a circle going on there, entranceway over there. So that's interesting. And if you look this side as well, just take across. Someone's just dumping rubbish here, concrete and stones. We're looking at this beer. There's a possible another roundhouse perhaps. Like I said, all the land's pretty flat, and then you got this big massive mounds beer. I'll try and go back a bit and start from the beginning. There you can see it. And like I said, all out here, the ground is flat. Flat, and then it starts beer. So if anyone knows what these are, but I would say it's some sort of Bronze Age settlement. All different rooms in. Look, there's another room over there. A few rooms over there. Another room here. Look at it, big mound. Quite interesting. I'd say Bronze Age settlement on that. And like I said, it all goes flat land then. So as you can see. Just a bit more, show you. So that's it all from this angle. Possibly 3 or 4 rooms, Bronze Age settlement. Something going on here as well. But we're going to head straight on. Massive stone here, the size of this. Look at this. Looks like it's been cut as well. If you look at it. Me fitting to the bottom, going out both for the top. Absolutely massive this one. It's probably a bit of capstone or something. Bronze Age capstone. Nothing on any maps about that. And it's absolutely massive. I'd say it's about 5.5 foot, 5 foot. And it's right next door to the settlement. But we're going to head this way. Right, just walk a little further, come across this again. All been dug out, big circle. So that's definitely either a burial cairn or a stone house. So you got a few going on here. This is a massive Bronze Age Merthyr Tydfil settlement. I mean, the Bronze Age people have been all over here, you know what I mean, living. I've actually found beaker pottery from up around here as well. I'll show you a picture right now. And on Merthyr Tydfil, Andrew Arthur found this Bronze Age sword. Show you a picture right now. But look, it goes flat again, and then we're on top of it now. It's just, I don't know, are these rooms, are they, have animals just been making holes in the ground? I can't see. Yeah, this looks like a massive settlement. Another one, like, so we had one over there. And we were in one beyond now. Have a little look here, look, another hole again. I say that's probably a roundhouse, definitely a roundhouse. See the bit of an entrance going in there, and poo around. That's a Bronze Age roundhouse. I said beautiful views, look what they had around here. You can almost see all the Merthyr around here, like. And I'm out to be head up towards overlooking troedyrhiw. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier. But yeah, that's a stone roundhouse, that one. If we head back here to where that bit of settlement was, does look another bit of a cutout. Here, like. Now wherever they are Bronze Age settlements, I don't know. But pretty big, quite interesting. But we're going to head down where that water is now. What is on the map as the first cairn. Well, not first, the first I marked out today. Should be two, one each side of that water. And then up on the mountain then there's a few. This is quite interesting though. Look at this, the feature. You got a circle again with an entranceway. But you also got, they've cut into the rock. This is very interesting, this one. So just going round it. So we go around and you can see the entranceway coming into then. Probably another Bronze Age roundhouse. So look like that. You got your entrance. Come down the entrance. And then they've cut into the rock. So you got a level over there, and then they made a wall over there and a wall over there. Ideal shelter. Don't usually see walls inside these roundhouses, I don't think. That's different. But where this cairn is, I don't know, a few humps and bumps around here. Again, little ones, not much so. When I head the back across here now, have a look for this cairn. It's apparently this side of the water when I had a look before. Just having a little look around here. I think these are rubbish dumps. People just dumping rubbish. I got one, but there's all concrete, don't I? We have got here a drainage ditch of some sort in the middle of nowhere. How far it goes down, I don't know. Like I said, there's the old pool over there. And it's showing cane around here somewhere. Can't see nothing. Next to this pool is a big rock. Could be anything, know what I mean, but so we've got a bit of a problem. We've got a sheep stuck in mud, so we're going to go down now and try and rescue him, get him out of there. Right, come a bit further and you've got another little lake again. Just talking to one of the farmers, he said when they built these roads they had to pipe or something, and these lakes, you know, just from the water from there, like going into these. So they're pretty modern, like, well, the one down there he said was, but what this one is, I don't know. But can't see no cairns to the left and right, so couldn't find that other one as well. So definitely need to geolocate the next time. But we're going to head up on top of that, follow that trackway and get up on top of that mountain. Looks a hell of a climb, but should be interesting. Right, come a little bit further. You got this modern feature and had a little water again coming down from the mountain. Well, we're getting closer. We're going to follow the trackway up the side of this and go across about half a mile, and it should be a Bronze Age settlement and burial cairns. But couldn't find the other two, so let's fingers crossed we can find this one. Just had a bit of a stop, and there's a couple of stones around here. Another one there, another one there. Deceiving how much big these hills are, steep like say you got the open cast over there, and you got Gefty Gare Mountain over there. Oh, see that gap? If you look at the gap, is it by here? There we are, right by there. Oops, sorry, in the middle. That's the Roman road. Possibly comes down. It goes up from Gefty Common headed towards Merthyr Common, and there is a track and it kind of stops at that cliff, but there is a way down our way. Right, just come up the hill again. It's hard work, this one, and we come to another straight walk again. A couple of massive stones up on the mountainside, but there. We'll have a little look at them when we're close to it, and there's some on the left as well. Right, just come across a little. You got these massive stones, just like this one here. I don't see any of these are cairns, they probably just glacier from the glacier age, and got a few down there, down the bank. Here's an interesting one up there, where it's just cut like that. It looks like a stone on top of that is. Just zoom in. Weird one, huh? And keep on walking. Couple more stones. Just like a quarry edge or something. See bigger ones down there. See the same, and they have to get common for common the burial cairns. They've been using these sort of slabs to go on top. Now we come to a junction, but there, and instead of falling to the left, we're taking this route up here to the right, and then we're going to head straight across a bit of green up on that little front mountain, I think it is. But we're going to head up this way. It does look like an old road again, possibly Roman or maybe older if you look at it. Right, we come to another part. Now you can either go straight down here, you're at the front of the mountain, and we're going up this third and final peak. But it's deceiving. I mean, you look on Google Earth, you look down, you think it looks a straight road. But I should have gone 3D and looked at it, so you can see how big these little hills are. But look at the views you got from here, absolutely amazing. We're basically still over Tenterbath, I think it is. I think you've got Aberfan down there, troedyrhiw's down there somewhere, and then you got Merthyr. How big it is, you see the beacons in the back. But amazing views from here. A lot of Iron Age little forts on top of these mountains. But we're going to head up to this Bronze Age burial cairns. So keep your eyes out if you're walking. A lot of this has been, you know, by farmers to make trackways and that. But you always find, I mean, that's old spanner, that's a really old one that is. So there's a lot of stuff around here. Like you said, you can see a lot of bricks around here. I had this bit of Bronze Age flint earlier. Looks worked as well. We can see here, bit of flint, but it could have been bought in loose to know that we can see here. Another interesting find, a little bit of glass colours in there. Probably you can see it buy these cheap in shops, like, but nice little find up here. But we're gonna head up at it now. Right, we're getting closer to it, and it's on a map called mynydd, cilfach and encil. So it is documented. What they say was archaeological site. So not much further, straight on we should be here. Right, we're here, and as you can see, big burial cairn or roundhouse. Pull back so you can see better. That's better. And it is signposted up here as well. So any information I would have put in at the beginning, or I'll put in now. But mynydd, cilfach and encil. So we're 445 metres high. But there you go, there's a better angle. So like I said, I'm guessing it's a roundhouse again, like the other ones. Because if you look at this angle here, there's your entrance again. But, so this is a Bronze Age roundhouse. There's still the entrance showing. And then you got all that going round here. So I'm guessing it might possibly be a few here now. Just have a little look around here. There's another burial cairn. If you look here, oh, you see that perfect. See the roundness there, stone still on top. Possible capstone. They've probably all been dug up or excavated. But yeah, if I go back a bit, there you are, you can see it. The possible burial cairn, I'd say that one is. It's not dug out like the other Bronze Age roundhouse over there. So they look down here, it looks like a couple of big stones. Look at the views they would have had living here. Look at the panoramic on this. Amazing views. All the way up the Merthyr, forward onto Brecon. But we keep walking over here a sec. One or two stones here. Another big stone. Around this is. We got more stones over there. Billion Olive. Not sure who they are, rest in peace, whoever they are. And there you got another massive stone here. Whether that's some quarrying or it's a burial stone. But it's absolutely massive. The size of this one. And it's in the middle of nowhere. Could be glazed here again. But we're going to head back up to the Bronze Age site and have a look around. Right, come a little bit further and you've got stones everywhere here. Little cutouts everywhere. And we got this interesting feature. This is definitely Bronze Age, this is. You got this massive stone here. I'm guessing it's a capstone. Look how big that is. That's over 7 foot. I need a couple more features. I've looked down by there for me if there's anything. But this is something major, this is. So you got a big dig out, you got these big capstones. And if we go inside there, he said them stones are absolutely massive. I won't say it's a glazer because I mean it's been cut out in and all. Like I said, you can see that one there. But this one is absolutely massive, it's all. It's worth coming up just to see this one. And look at these here, these have been placed on top, perfect. So on this one, if that's not natural, how do they get that up here? So whether they cut out to the quarry, the cliff, who's to say? This big one here is probably like a cap falling over, maybe, hard to say. But a couple of stones in here. It's got on top there now. And we got, look at this, the stones. And all this is overlooking troedyrhiw, Pentre-Barth, troedyrhiw and Aberfan. I think Aberfan's a bit further down. So we're basically in troedyrhiw, Pentre-Barth. Now some of these probably glazier, but like I said, you've seen them six just now, they were placed on top of each other. So, and if you look over there, nothing whatsoever. Then you got all these stones here, and then further on, stone stop. Anyone wonder where we are? I think down below over there, on the next level. I think it was during COVID, someone done a NHS on the bank full of white stones. I'll show you a picture of it now. But like I said, whether it's just quarrying or it's something to do with the Bronze Age. Like I said, you got a few stones over there as well, we'll have a look at. But look at the size of these boulders. I don't think many men could carry them. So we'll keep walking a little bit further, and then what I just noticed now, this trackway goes around it all. And if you look back there, it goes up to that settlement. You can see a bit of a pathway which goes around here, and you can see more stones over there. But there's nothing down there, you know what I mean? But I would have thought these are glazier looking at them. Or they had some Bronze Age meaning. But they seem to be in a circle, and then you got another batch here, so could just be a glazier. So we're getting our little look here, and then we come into the end of the line here. Well, not the end of the line, you could carry on walking, get all the way to Trearis, but look at the size of this. I think that's glazier. I don't think any men could have pulled these, but back in the day they wouldn't have had nothing much more to do. But you can see the rocks going all the way across there. But weird here, because this, you got your clear path, and then you got all these stones in the middle of the path. So, and if you look at that, is that placed? You got that one on top, you got this big one, and then if you look at it like that, that's been put next to it. So I would have thought some of these have been placed. Let's have a little look. Some of them just look like, I mean, they're just falling over, they're everywhere, yeah. But then you got that one, but there, like I said, it looks placed. Here again, look, you got a gap, you got one on the left, one on the right, and that big one's been put across the top there. Or have they just fallen like that? But look at that, he's amazing, some of these stones. Oh, you can have a sit, have 5 minutes and take the view in, and then head back. Right, there's the pathway like I say going on, there's a few around here. If you look at it from this angle, it looks like they made a big circle of stones, and this could be a possible Bronze Age, Iron Age hilltop, I think. Me personally, who's to know? But it does look like in a circle going round. But like I said, you got nothing down there, nothing whatsoever, and then you got your circle of rocks. Absolutely massive, massive settlement this is. I'll put all the information at the beginning or in now or whatever. But I'm gonna head back now, have a little look, see if I spot anything else in the way. Right, just come to here now, and that's basically it. Absolutely massive stone bear. I'll have a look at that now. Wife's just pointed out another big stone holes. Couple in a row here, and underneath there I put my crutch down, there's about a 6 foot empty space, so I don't know what that is. But we're going to head down these rocks. Instead of we come our way, but we're going to head back a different way. We've seen it all behind now, and see if we can see anything. We're going to pick our track up and then head back to Merthyr. Just a couple of interesting stones, absolutely massive. That one's on its side. That one's like 3/4 of the way up. Loads around here now. So we're just heading back to the path. But if we didn't notice over there, now there's a square one and there's a round like cap one on top there. Now that can't be natural, can it? That's got to be Bronze Age or something. There's another pile of stones over there. So I'll have a little look here. I'm going to walk across and have a little look at that. Right, another cutout here. And the ground. Could be a bit of a channel. There's like a few going up there. Looks like a cap going across by there. But yeah, another interesting one. So we're going to head across here where that round cap stone is, and have a little look at that on top of the square stone. Just come across here a bit, and what do you reckon? Has that been put on top? I'd say it has. Just a little look at it from the top. Yeah, that's been put on top of there. I don't think it's split. It looks like a different stone shape. Find a little batch of stones by there. Like I say, you got your walkway in, pathway, and then you got your circle of stones where I was back earlier. Here's the last little pile of stones here to have a look at. Interesting one again. It's unnatural, it's on top of another stone behind there, one in the middle. So, hard to say. I know glaciers would have looked like walls, you know, I mean massive glacier stones, because they got to fall into somewhere. It makes it look like it could have been man-made. But, on the other hand, it could be man-built, this. But, like these, I mean, that big one looks like it's been put on top of there, but I'm guessing glacier. A few more to be here, one or two. Another huge one. And like I said, these big stones, these bedrock stones, a lot of the burial cairns on the way to Bedlinog on Merthyr Common, the capstones, I mean, so easy to use. A couple more features over there. It's everywhere, yeah. Another one there, round one. But we're back on the track. The old road to Merthyr. Bit of a ditch here, wherever this was a Roman road. This side, not that modern path they put up there. Or maybe that is old as well. Anyone knows, drops a comment. There's the bit of a, whatever, quarry, fort settlement, you know, who knows. But we'll head back to Merthyr this way. And Google Earth was lying, they said it was 1.5 miles. That was as the crow flies. And it's about 2.5 miles. So 2.5 miles back to the car. If I spot anything else, I'll film you. Right, that's it from another angle. And we're going to head this way. You can't even see Merthyr at the moment. But lovely little walk. If you look down there, there's old ancient farm ruins. See if I can zoom in. We'll be by tree line. There we are in front of them. But I might be able to get a better view over there now. But we're going to head this way. Right, come a bit further. Got bits of iron in the ground. More bits of iron by there. And if you look at it here, there's a bit of a cutout going down to there. And like I said, the old farmers were there, so they probably quarry an old trackway going down there. You see the stones, but we're gonna head this way. Off the trackway by there, and there's an old trackway going down here. Just had a little closer look at these old ruins. I'll put the information in at the beginning if there's any of this thing. So quite some old ruins by there. Maybe come up and do a video another day. Done a bit too much today, so we'll keep have a little look at that another day. I've just come from over there. We're heading back. It's a lot quieter down here. There's a possible bit of road going up through the middle, but there, if you can see it going up, but nothing like the higher levels, which was over there. But if you look down here, a couple of stones here and there, but there's no like round houses sticking out or anything. But we'll keep looking. I just come from up there and noticed this interesting feature next to this boundary wall. Looks like a bit of a camber of a road in the middle if you look at it, like a ditch to the left side, and if you turn it that way, it does look like could have been going up there, but who's to know. Right, I'll keep on walking. Walk from down there, you can see it from our angle perfect, and if you look over there, it's still going. So it's possible an old road. Where it goes from here, I don't know. It's just turning, following, going down that way to the left. But looking back at it, there you can see a ditch each side and the corner of the road.